Alright, my name is Kevin Moran, and today I'm going to talk to you about influenza. What I want to do is inform you about the positive and negative sides of getting the vaccine. Basically, it's flu season coming up, a lot of questions come up, and the two typical ones are, do I get one to protect myself, and will I get sick if I get the shot? A lot of people are very concerned with getting sick after getting the shot. They don't want to go experience the needle prick, and all of a sudden they're sick anyways. People don't like that. Now both sides have strong points. Some of the questions that you may ask yourself are, am I at high risk for complications if I don't get the shot? Can I trust the vaccine? Will it work, and how well? What are the possible side effects? And again, would I get sick? Is it possible for me to get sick even though I'm supposed to be, getting the vaccine? Will I have an allergic reaction to it? Some people do, some people don't. Everybody differs. And will it make existing problems worse? Now, when I started researching this, I wasn't sure I was going to find good news, bad news, or a lot of opinions. You hear a lot of people talk about, the flu shots have mind control devices and all this stuff. And I'll be honest, I didn't find anything about that on there. I found a lot of good information. I was really happy with what I got. So what I want to talk about is why or why not to get the flu shot, who is at risk if they don't get the flu shot for getting the influenza virus and having complications, and then general thinking about the shots that people have, good, bad, ugly. Next what I'm going to go on to is the pros and the cons, kind of talk about the different sides of the argument. Now, a lot of people ask about the unintended complications that can occur. Is it worth the risk? Many people would say no, it's not worth the risk. If I'm going to get sick anyways, I'll just get sick. Why should I go get this vaccine, something I don't know about? Now, CNN reports that Mary Peterson of Des Moines, Washington, uses caution. She likes to stay on the side of caution for her and her two daughters. She feels that right now there's not enough information out there about the flu vaccines. There's not enough, in the side of caution, there's not enough information saying that, hey, nothing's going to happen to you. A lot of people have severe allergic reactions, and she feels it's the right choice to wait for her and her daughter. She thinks that there needs to be more study of the vaccine so that we can prevent these allergic reactions and any type of, possible bad causes. Now, CNN goes on to report in a Harvard study that 41% of people last year would not get the H1N1 vaccine because of its harmful side effects. Now, out of that group, 60% of those people said that they would not get shots even if someone in their family got ill or died. Now that kind of shocks me because you would think, if it's right in front of you, if you're seeing it go on, these people are getting sick, I would go to the side of caution on that one and help myself get the vaccine and see what happens. Better to be cautious than let yourself get sick and maybe have worse problems later. Now angelfire.com says that it is possible for the influenza virus to weaken your immune system. And this is true. It is a mild form of the virus. It is something that, basically what they're trying to do is trigger your immune system in order to make it fight the virus. Once it has a base for it, it can fight stronger infections, causing you to obviously not get as sick if you did get the flu virus. Another question is, will you be predisposed to the illness? Slightly, yes. Of course, you're getting a little bit of the dose of the sickness, so you are going to have a little, in the beginning, usually they say about 2-3 days of, I don't feel so good, but you're not going to go full-fledged barfing for an hour. Basically, they also go on to say that there's a lot of harmful chemicals in there. Now, two of them that I found that are toxic to humans are mercury and aluminum. I had not previously known this information, and I was kind of shocked when I found that out. Because when you think about it, you hear vaccine and you figure, okay, well, this is going to make me better. It's going to help me. In this case, it may help, but you're also adding toxic chemicals into your body. Something to think about. Now, I've been talking mostly about shots. They do have now a flu mist. It's a nasal spray. Goes up the nose, spray it, done. They do find that with the nasal spray that there's been a lot more, I don't want to say complications, but a lot more of the flu symptoms coming up. The side effects, obviously, being the same as the flu I'm going to list now, kind of go with fever, being tired, having fatigue, body aches, coughs, headaches, sore throats, and runny noses. So basically on that one, they're saying, you know, hey, you may get it, you're probably going to still feel these things. Won't be as bad, but you're still going to have symptoms of the flu. Now, a lot of people ask, if I'm going to have the same results anyways, what's the point in bothering? Why should I let someone inject me with this foreign substance, and why pay for something that isn't working? And to that I would say, well, isn't your health important to you? Don't you believe that if you got sick, things could happen? Don't you want to stay healthy? Now, according to the same Harvard study, 40% of people would recommend getting shots to other people and will get them for themselves because, like I said, they want to protect their health. They want to stay healthy. They want to keep their immune system strong. Now, in that study, parents were questioned, and 51% of them stated that they are absolutely certain they would get one for their children. Obviously, they want to keep them safe too. Now, obviously, 51% isn't the majority. It's just about half. So it really goes to show you, and even in the 40% that I was talking about, and the 41% of people who wouldn't get the shot, the 40% who would, it always seems like the numbers are very equal, yes and no. It always seems like people are either, yeah, I'm going to get it, or I will never get it in my life. On facesofinfluenza.com, it shows families and friends, people who were affected by the influenza virus, whether it was a family member, a friend who died, someone that they had lost. It's a real hard site to look at, real hard to read. A lot of children, a lot of sons, a lot of daughters, parents. One of the stories that I caught was of Diane and Mike Gowan. They had a healthy 15-year-old son. And in 2005, he ended up dying because of the influenza virus. Now, his mom, Diane, goes on to say that one flu shot could have saved his life, which is a very powerful statement because obviously she believes to herself that if she had made that choice sooner, if she had gotten him the vaccine, he could have survived. She also goes on to say that as his mother, I wish he had been vaccinated. Obviously, not necessarily her fault. She shouldn't feel guilty, but I do feel like that statement kind of has that sense of, I could have done more. Of course, there's no guarantees, you know, but if there's a chance that you're going to get sick, and you're going to have health problems, I think most people would agree that getting the vaccine is a good choice. Now, the CDC in 2010 states that the H1N1 virus peaks twice, once in the early spring and once in October. Now, October is the normal flu season. Spring, not so much, still comes up, but obviously it's warming up, so a little less likely. But there are two types of influenza. One is influenza A, which is early winter and early springtime, and the other would be influenza B, which can come at any time of the year. Now, the flu spreads rapidly, so many people get the vaccine as it comes in. You want to be safe. If it comes out, maybe don't be the first one to go in, you know, find out a little bit about it, research it. Research yourself. You need to know who you are and what you can deal with in this sickness. Some questions that people have is, you know, is it for me? What are the risks? You know, is there a possible allergic reaction I may have? One thing that I hadn't known, or maybe I'd heard in the past, but didn't pay attention too much, is allergies to eggs. If you're allergic to eggs, getting the flu vaccine can be very, very harmful for you. It's recommended that you avoid it if you're allergic to eggs. Now, the other side too is that if you have gotten sick in the past from the flu shot, recommended that you don't get it. Are you sick now? If you're sick now, yet again, not recommended that you go. Wait till your immune system is back to full strength, full health, so that you can actually, you know, get the full benefit of it. Now, another question would be, are you at high risk and in need of the shot? Do you need to get it? Many issues put you in high risk. Children under the age of 5, and especially children under the age of 2, are at very high risk of getting the influenza virus. So it is highly recommended that they receive the vaccine. Also, people over 65 are recommended a stronger dose. The name of the stronger dose is called Fluzone, which is a high dose of the seasonal flu vaccine. Basically, being that they're older, their immune systems are a little bit weaker, so they want to take care of them. Now, another side is medical conditions. If you have asthma, heart disease, kidney or liver failure, chronic lung disease, obesity, or any disease that may compromise your immune system, it's recommended that you get the shot because obviously if you have an immune problem, you don't want to hit it with a big virus. Now the flu can cause hospitalization or death, which is a problem. You want to take care of yourself, which is why I'm talking about the vaccine today. Now, in conclusion, I do believe that it's everybody's choice. I believe you have the choice and the right to make up your mind on what you feel you should do. I hope that today you can make a more informed decision about getting the flu shot thanks to my information. Thank you.